Good afternoon. The government this morning said it will reduce the value-added tax on fuel products to 10% from 21% as part of measures to cushion the economic blow from the Middle East conflict. Madrid also plans to suspend the excise duty on hydrocarbons, which would lead to an immediate reduction in the price of diesel and petrol of between 30 and 40 euro cents per litre. The government will also eliminate a 5% tax on electricity consumption. A government spokesman declined to comment ahead of a press conference announcing the measures this morning. Ministers said earlier in the week the measures would include aid for economic sectors most exposed to the crisis, but added that the country's high generation of renewable energy meant the economy was less exposed to the impact of oil price spikes caused by the war. Meanwhile, Spain should ensure any measures to cushion economic impact of the war in Iran are tailored to help the hardest hit sectors and households and last only as long as needed, so the Bank of Spain's Governor José Luis Escrivá said. In situations of this nature, the measures adopted must be very clearly defined to protect those areas of the economy and society that are most effective, so Escrivá said in an interview published this morning. The ECB kept its key interest rates at 2% yesterday, but policymakers expect to discuss hikes in the coming months as the Iran war pushes up inflation in the Eurozone. European leaders have demanded the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz and a moratorium on strikes on water and energy infrastructure in the Middle East as they met in Brussels yesterday. All the heads of the 27 European Union nations issued a joint statement calling for the stabilisation of energy shipments and the de-escalation of maximum restraint from warring parties. Leaders also discussed alternative funding for Ukraine after they failed to convince Hungary to stop opposing a massive loan for the cash-strapped and war-torn country. And a major environmental crime investigation has uncovered the alleged illegal export of large quantities of hazardous waste from Tenerife to several African countries. The tax agency and the Guardia Civil say 32 people and 4 companies are under investigation over the shipment of around 650 tonnes of hazardous waste, along with a further 86 tonnes of non-hazardous waste through the port of Santa Cruz de Tenerife. Investigators also say the shipments included car parts and vehicle components and around 38 tonnes of fire extinguishers. Also, numerous cars, vans and lorries with allegedly false documentation. In total, the material under investigation is valued at some €800,000. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.